Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are so excited to embark on our very favorite Amtrak vacation route. It also happens to be the very first one that we ever did, so we decided that we are going to do it again. So we've got the trains booked. It's 3 trains. We've got those booked, and we've learned so much over the years on Amtrak that we are ready to also spend much more time in each one of those cities, because those cities are also super fun as well. So we are excited. We're packed up, heading to the station, and ready to embark on this journey. All right, guys, for this Amtrak vacation, we are reliving our very first Amtrak vacation. Also happens to be our very favorite. We're starting out here in California, taking the Coast Starlight up to the Emerald City of Seattle. We're going to enjoy some time there before we hop on the Empire Builder, which is going to take us across to Chicago. In Chicago, we'll of course enjoy some delicious food and some wonderful sights before we hop on the California Zephyr that's going to bring us all the way back to California, to Emeryville. So guys, get ready as the train is pulling into the station right now. We got on the train and we're already moving. Check it out.
All right, we just got on board and we're looking at the menu already because we're a little bit hungry and lunch is coming up. So I usually get this natural Angus burger, but I see they do have the grilled patty melt, which I've been wanting to try. Haven't had that yet, so I'm pretty sure that's what I'm gonna get. That is gonna be great. And then for dinner, the pearl tempura shrimp looks amazing. And you know I like the Amtrak signature flat iron steak, so that's probably going to be what I go with there. But for dessert, I do want to try this chocolate spoon cake. I have not had that yet. Hopefully they have it on board, because that is one that has been eluding me, and the chocolate cake seems to elude me every time, but hopefully we can get that chocolate cake tonight. did miss breakfast this morning, so we are going to eat this. We did go down to the cafe car. You can always do that. And we picked up this sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich. Look at that. It looks very good. And then we're going to split that, and we're going to split this bag of chips. I did pay $8 for the two things combined. So these aren't included if you're in a sleeper car. But because we didn't get breakfast on the train, we decided just to purchase this and do that, and it's going to be really good. Now, we did use the Amtrak credit card, so we will get a discount for that, but it wasn't too bad, so we're going to dig in now.
So we just passed Oxnard. We're between Oxnard and Santa Barbara, headed north here on the train, and the views have already started. There's so much to see, and there's even a little bit of wildlife too. You can see some dolphins, a lot of surfers, people on the beach, people camping. There's just a lot of fun activities going on the coastline here. Check that out. You can see it across the way. We'll get closer in as we go and curve around, so you can see the water right there, and we're right here next to all the cars. It's kind of fun. I think it's kind of, the train is always kind of fun for everybody. You see people like will stop and wave at the train. I think it's just one of those things that like brings out like the inner child in all of us. Whenever you see a train, you kind of just wave at the people on the train, so that's kind of cool. But we'll hug the coastline here a little bit as we move along. We are in room number 2, so we are facing the direction of travel. You're on the left side of the train in order to see the water, so we actually scored a good room on the train here. But look at that. All right, guys, we made it to the Santa Barbara stop. It's our first fresh air break since we left Van Nuys. So it's beautiful here. They even have the Greyhound Santa Barbara station. Train is here behind me, and they got that old South Pacific train car sitting there. So yeah, we're just kind of stretching our legs out. Probably don't need to stretch them too much just because we just got on the train. But yeah, just walking it out here. And I think once we get in there, we've got lunch at 12:30, so we'll be heading in to grab something to eat. Got the burger, cheeseburger, and I'm gonna put all the veggies in mine. So let's put the tomato, onions, maybe not all the onions because Rob might not want to be in the room with me if I put that much on, but I do want to put all the tomatoes on. Look at that. This is gonna be too big, but look at this. Oh, she's so beautiful. All right, let's take a ginormous bite. Look away right now. So good. All right, we are in a bathroom. This is a Superliner 1. So let's take a look around here. What I love about the Superliner 1 is that it's a little bit bigger for the bathrooms here. So let's take a peek. First of all, you've got the commode that sits here in the corner. So you've got this space on both sides, and the trash is right here. When you come in, you want to see this little light lit up. It is lit up. It doesn't look like it, but it is. When you lock the door, you'll see this light is on. And you've got the sink here. And you push this, and the water runs. And then it turns itself off. You've got your soap, your towels, a little mirror here for getting ready, outlets, and some covers for the seats, and your toilet paper. This to hang on to. Train moves around a lot, so you want to make sure you're, got your wits about you in here. There's also a changing table in here, as you'll note, so that's a really nice addition as well. Let's go take a look at the shower room now. Okay, we're just across from the bathrooms right here in the shower, which is labeled the dressing room. And let me show you around here real quick. So you have a little hook right here. You can hang some things. Make sure you lock it. And you'll see the little light lit up here. So that's good right there. Kind of gives you the instructions a little bit. Okay, and then right here we've got some soap I got for you, deodorant soap. And a nice mirror up here. Hi. You've got 2 outlets if you want to dry your hair, 120 volts. And then they do provide towels for you in here. And this is a pretty good space if you kind of look around, swirl around here. It's a pretty good size space. It's big enough. You've got bars everywhere so that you do not fall over. That would be very bad. And then let's take a look inside the shower. There's another hook here where you can put your towel before you go in. And then just pull on the door. It's a magnetic strip right there. So inside, there's also another hook right there. And then take a look at this space. It's pretty good. I'm going to stand in here and you can see kind of what that looks like. It's pretty good, right? Not a bad space. Got another bar in here. Close that door so it doesn't swing. Got another bar in here. Got 2 here in case you want to set some stuff. And then you've got 2 sets of instructions to turn the water on here and here. And then this is removable. You can just unhook it and use it. There's also a seat for stability as well if you're a little nervous about falling over or whatever. So that's pretty good. I think this is a pretty good space. All right, I'm going to go back out here. And there we go. So that's a pretty good space. I'll show you out here what that looks like with me standing here also. All right, so we're gonna head back to the room and relax for a little bit and keep bringing you along on this fun journey on the Coast Starlight. All right, guys, we just got off the train here in San Luis Obispo. This is actually it's a fresh air break, but it's a little bit longer because they have a crew change here. There's a whole exchange going on back here over my shoulder. See that right there? And Rob's stretching his legs, and he might break into a sprint here on the platform. I don't know, but we are gonna get the fresh air while we're out here and enjoy this, and then we will be on our way to the next station. All right, guys, let me give you a little room tour here before I head to dinner. Let's start actually with the top. We usually start with my bed down below. I'm going to show you what Rob's penthouse is all about. So this is what it looks like here. So look at the space you've got here. So, I mean, that's a little bit more than a hand's length there. So it's a, you know, fairly tight space, and the same thing here. And also note the curve. This actually curves here. So it does kind of take away from the amount of space. And you've got, right now we're just storing the pillows up here because we don't need them, and the blankets. And then this mattress, this is actually the mattress for my bed downstairs. During the day, it's stored up here. So this is what it's like up here. And I actually usually let Rob have this one, and he uses it up here because this mattress is not really that thick. As you can see, it's a little bit thicker on the updated ones like this one, but it's still not thick enough. So I usually give him this one because I don't really need it, because the seats down below are pretty thick. I'll show you those in just a minute. So this is what it looks like here. That's the length of it there. And then you've got this little netting here, which you could put some things in. And then there's also a little baggie here. And Rob usually will put his glasses in there, and snacks, water, and the same thing within here, so that he's got some place to store his things. There's also coat hooks here, and then two more, one here and one there. And this is actually a closet right here next to me. I'm gonna open that up. As you can see, there's a couple of hangers here, some hand towels and washcloths for the shower down below, and the regular towels are downstairs at the shower. And then there's an extra blanket in here as well. So that's pretty much the upstairs area. I'm going to close this, and then I'm going to show you my area here down below. Let's see if I can get that up there without making a ruckus. Here we go. Okay, got it up there. Yay. So, all right, so let's take a look at this area down below. Let's look at this first seat. So this is actually the seat that Rob is sitting in right now. He's facing away from the direction of travel, and you can see it's the new upholstered seats. Look at how nice these are. It's nice and cushiony, as you can see right here. Got a nice cushion. This is nice and cushioned. This is how come I give up my mattress for Rob, because this is nice cushion seat. It's very comfortable, actually. You can see that. Very comfortable to lay on, so I'm good without the mattress that they give me. This actually has space underneath. Rob's got his bag down here, and this is actually, the room attendant will make up the bed. We'll lift this while pushing that, slide it out, and it does that on both sides, and that's how it turns into the bed. You got an armrest here, just enough room for a small backpack. And then there's also a little trash can down here, which you'd be surprised how much trash you come up with in your room while you're in here. So that is that side. And then over here you've got your one outlet that's in the room. Why we highly recommend the adapter that we carry with us, so you could charge 5 things at once, and it is not an electrical hazard or fire hazard at all. So you can do that. We've got a link for that down in the description. Put that here. You can charge multiple things. This is the only outlet in this room. You've got the temperature control here. We've got it turned all the way to cooler. It does get a little bit cooler, but really it's not like going to turn, you know, your room into like a freezer or anything. You can always turn it to normal or turn it to warmer if you prefer. This is just a little light right here, a reading light that you can use. So that's quite nice. Like I said, this is a really comfortable seat, nice and big, and plenty of space. You've got the curtain that you can pull across, and then they Velcro in the middle. Now, your air the heat will sometimes come out of here during the winter time. You got a little, not really cup holder, but cup place here, and the armrest is basically still the same. You've got your table here, which is again the same. It just pulls out like normal. Got a couple things here. And now let's take a look at my seat. So on this side, this is what we've got, the same little you know, push and pull, and that's how the attendant makes the bed. And then here's the seat. It's quite comfortable. Again, it's the same seat as the other side. It's nice and pushy, as you can see, nice and plush. So it's really quite comfortable to lay on. I just put a sheet on it, and then I'm good to go down here once the attendant makes up the bed. This is actually the steps for going up to the bed upstairs. You put 1 foot here, 1 foot here, and then at night I just store this bag underneath here so that it's out of the way. That way in the nighttime Rob doesn't have to worry about possibly stepping on the bag while he's coming down the steps. So at night he just comes down, 1 step here, 1 step here, and he's on the ground there. And that's usually where we keep our pair of flip-flops. So that's this side, and then let's take a look here real quick. Finish this up. We've got our ceiling light, turn it off, and then you can also turn the night light on. This is push to call the attendant. Music controls, this doesn't really work anymore. They used to, I think, way back in the day, pump music into the rooms. They don't anymore. And then this, of course, is that reading light again, and it does turn, so you can move it if you like, in any direction. Same thing here, curtain pulls shut if you want it, and you're good to go. There's a little cubby in here. I don't think people really use that for much. I've never stored anything in there before. And then there's a little mirror here to help you get ready in the morning. So that's pretty much the space here. Like I said, it's not a huge space. It's a roomette. It's not their biggest, but as you can see, that's a pretty decent. I mean, it's enough for just spending the night. It is one of our favorite, and we do recommend getting 2 of these instead of a bedroom if you both want to sleep just on the bottom and don't want to sleep on the top. So we're probably going to freshen up here and head over to dinner, and we'll bring you guys along so you can see what all we decide to choose from the traditional dining menu. All right, guys, we are getting some fresh air here in Salinas. Oh my goodness, the weather here is so nice. It's a little bit cool, and we've got the train sitting right here. We've only got a few minutes. It's an abbreviated stop, so we're only here for a few minutes, but I thought we'd get out, go ahead and stretch my legs while we have the chance to do that. I'm gonna put the A1 on.
We're looking over here, kids.
All right.
So far, it's
Someone
good.
here that's important. Oh boy, that came out much faster than I anticipated. Look at this. Ooh, that looks good. That's really good. Really tender too. That was really good.
Alright, you want to do the other one?
No.
Alright, it has been a great day on the train, and we have had a fabulous time. It's been a full day, and we are pretty tired, so I am up here in the upper bunk. You can see there isn't a ton of room up here, but I'm pretty used to it, and I enjoy sleeping up here. Allie's on the lower bunk. It's been a full day though, so we're gonna turn the lights out and go to bed, and we will see you in the morning. So it's time for lights out.
Piece of duct tape on the door. Huh? Yeah.
All right, we are here at Klamath Falls, stretching our legs. I thought it was going to be colder than this, but it's really not that cold. So I just have my long sleeve shirt on here, and that's good enough for right now. Gonna go in and probably have some breakfast here in just a minute and enjoy the rest of the ride. It's a beautiful day here in Oregon.
Alright, breakfast time. We had a good night's sleep, but it is time to order something for breakfast. So we've got several choices. Continental breakfast, the Amtrak signature railroad French toast, the 3-egg omelet, scrambled eggs, or the breakfast quesadilla. Now, I think I'm trying to decide between the quesadilla and the French toast, so we'll see what we end up getting.
All right, good morning. We are ready for breakfast here, and I'm trying out the breakfast quesadilla. Look at this. There's eggs and some veggies in there with some cheese. I'm really excited about that. It comes with potatoes, and then you can also order a side of either sausage or bacon, which I did, and it comes with the salsa too. So I'm excited to hop into that. I also ordered an orange juice, and of course, most important beverage of the day is coffee.
Alright, I ordered the railroad French toast for breakfast, and it comes with a bunch of strawberries, which is amazing, and then they said I can have bacon or sausage. I got the bacon because Ellie got some sausage, and I'm pretty sure we're going to trade piece for a piece. But look at the views we've got out here. This is amazing. Quite a setting for breakfast this morning.
Alright folks, our next station stop will be Eugene, Oregon. Eugene, Oregon is our next station stop. Estimated travel time is approximately 3 hours. However, in about 45 minutes as we start to ascend into the Cascade Mountains, we will be losing all cell service. So if you have any phone calls or texts or anything to download onto your personal device, now would be the time to do that. We'll be without that cell service for approximately 2 to 2.5 hours. When we do arrive to Eugene, it will be a fresh air stop. Give you more information about that upon arrival. Thank you.
Oh, look at this guy. Amtrak patty melt. Oh, looks amazing. This is lunch for today. I love patty melts. I've loved patty melts since I was much younger, and this one is usually pretty good. So we're gonna give this a go. It does come with chips. It's got the cheese and onions on the patty melt, and I think it is going to be pretty good. So here comes lunch.
Hey guys, we are here in, where are we? Eugene, Oregon, getting some fresh air. A few steps in and just kind of getting some fresh air. It's feeling pretty good out here though, right?
Yeah, we put our jackets on. I don't think we need them though. I'm gonna take it off maybe.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just made my way from the front to the back of the train. Making any reservations, if you want to change your mind or happen to miss anyone, now it's time to come on down to the diner. Make a reservation for this night. I will be here until we arrive into Portland, so hurry on down.
It's a tight window.
Well, aren't we actually in Portland? Alright, we just pulled in here to Portland, gonna stretch our legs. It's a fresh air break and they're refreshing a few things on the train and refueling. So we have some time to at least get, I would say 500, maybe 1,000 steps, we'll see.
We'll be pointing out points of interest on our journey between Portland and Tacoma. We are rolling National Park today. So if you have a National Park Service passport, or maybe just your ticket stub and like to have it stamped, we happen to have the Coast Starlight imprint. We're located on the upper level of the observation car, ahead of the coaches, and behind the diner. We are sponsored by the Klondike Gold Rush National Historic Park in downtown Seattle. If you're visiting Seattle and have a chance, stop in at the Free Museum. It's 2 blocks from the train station. Welcome aboard.
Next station stop in Vancouver, Washington. Vancouver is your destination at this time. Please look around your seated area, gather up any personal items you brought with you and prepare for your exit here in Vancouver. However, for your safety, please stay in the seated area until the train comes to a complete stop. Once we stop, use the seat backs and handrails to safely make your way downstairs to the exit. Please watch your step. When stepping off the train, there is a gap between the train and the platform. Coming up here in just a couple minutes, Vancouver.
All right, guys, so we are super excited because we booked a room here at the Crown Plaza, downtown Seattle, and we used a upgrade coupon to get the junior suite. So let's take a quick peek at it. You got a nice desk area here, lots of charging opportunities, plenty for us, a nice big couch, a chair, little table here. So this is the whole living room area. Very nice. And so guys, in order to get this, we did use our IHG card, and you get the 4th night free. So we're here for 4 nights, got 1 night free, plus we did earn a reward from staying enough nights at IHG, so we were able to get a confirmable room upgrade, and that's what we're using here. This here is the bathroom. So if you guys are interested in that card, we do have a link to it down in the description. It's a pretty incredible feature. As you can see, it's nice to have the tub here in the bathroom. And then this is the bedroom portion. You'll notice there's a door between the living room and the bedroom, so making it a suite. Got a nice little closet here with the robes. Now the cool thing too about this room is that it has a view of the Space Needle. So I'm gonna have to turn these lights out to show you guys. You can see it from the living room, but you can also see it from the bedroom. So I'm gonna turn this light out. So now you can't see me, but I'm gonna try to show you, I'm gonna attempt to show you the Space Needle, which is right out here. You can kind of see the top of it. My finger is over it right here. That is the Space Needle. So we got a nice view of it from the room here. It's pretty cool. We're really looking forward to exploring here in Seattle. It is a place that we do enjoy visiting. I think we're even going to be able to catch a Mariners game this time around. So stay with us as we explore the Emerald City. All right, we had a great night's sleep here in our room, and we just went down and had some breakfast, which was included with our stay because we have diamond status with IHG hotels, and because we upgraded to this nice suite. They also included the breakfast, so that was amazing. It was such a great breakfast. So now we are ready to hit the city running. All right, we're about to do some serious exploring here in Seattle, so of course stopped off for Starbucks. We're better to get one. All right, we learned from the National Park Service Rails and Trails program that was on our train on the Coast Starlight, told us about this one, the Klondike Gold Rush Museum. So we're gonna go in and check that out. I think it's free. We'll find out when we get inside. And it's supposed to be a really cool exhibit. So let's go in there and check that out. All right, it is free to enter the museum. They have a lot of really cool stuff. They got it set up, and then they have tons of great information on here as well. So let's take a look around. There's quite a bit in here. It's pretty interesting. I actually didn't know, other than what we learned at school, a lot more. Learned quite a bit so far in here about the gold rush. All right, we decided to walk over to the Chinatown area, so we're gonna walk around and probably get some food to eat. This would be a great place to try some things. All right, we are big fans of Chinese soup dumplings, xiaolongbao. We've had Din Tai Fung in Taiwan, the originals. We want to try out this dough zone here in Seattle. All right, a recommendation we received if we wanted something sweet, which is how we're feeling right now, is tous les jus. I know I said that wrong to all my French friends, but we're gonna go in here and try. She said the cloud cake here was really good, so we're gonna go in here and check it out, see what kind of other cake options they have. If they don't have something that really jumps out at me, then I think I'm gonna try the cloud cake.
All right, we've got chocolate cloud cake from this bakery. I'm gonna give it a try first to see how this is. It's quite good. It's much lighter than the Amtrak cake. You could eat more of it. I like it. You need to give it a try too.
All right, if you've watched our channel for any amount of time, you know we're big baseball fans. We're in Seattle, so that means we have to see a Seattle Mariners game. So we're here to check it out. They are playing the New York Yankees. There are a lot of Yankees fans here. I was not expecting that. They made the journey across the country. So we are probably going to be cheering on the Mariners.
All right, we got some food here at the game, got a little hungry. We got a brisket platter. Let's see how good this looks. Woo! Mac and cheese, cornbread, brisket. That looks pretty good.
All right, guys, we are headed up the hill here, and Rob is under the illusion that I am actually considering going up the Space Needle, when in reality, I'm not even thinking about it.
I think maybe we'll get her up there. We'll see.
We'll see. Are getting ready to board the Empire Builder. We got here a little bit early, so they are controlling the amount of people that are in the station. As you can see, it's kind of empty back here behind me, but they are trying to control the amount of people coming in, so they're only letting passengers, but they did let us in. They let us check our bags, and we could hang out here basically for the afternoon waiting for our train. So we take off from here and we head right onto the train. We board and we are excited to head out on the Empire Builder. This is a long distance passenger train. It operates about 3 times a week right now between Seattle and Chicago and back and forth. It does run also through Portland. It was introduced in 1929. It was the flagship passenger train of the Great Northern Railway and its successor, the Burlington Northern Railway. And it was retained by Amtrak when it took over the intercity rail service in 1971. So the end-to-end travel time of this route is about 45 to 46 hours. The train runs an average speed of about 50 miles per hour. That's about 80 kilometers per hour. And it is one of the busiest long-distance routes on Amtrak. And this train is great when you take off from Seattle. As you can see here, you've been enjoying the view from the train. Runs right along the coast of Puget Sound. So head right to the observation car when you get on board so that you can enjoy the views from the moment you take off from Seattle, Washington. We just got off here in Montana getting some fresh air. Surprisingly, it's quite warm here. I was not expecting that. We got a nice long break here. There's not as many smoke breaks, walking breaks here on the Empire Builder because, well, we're mostly in like Montana. There's not a lot of places to stop.
All right, time for a quick room tour, and we are in a Superliner 1 roomette on this train. And so I'm going to give you a quick look around the room. There are 2 seats, one on each side. One person will be facing forward and one person will be facing backward. And then at night, these seats fold down and they close this gap here and make one bed for the bottom person. So one person will sleep there, and I will be sleeping up here on this other bunk up here. But as for the person on the bottom level, there is one charger only. It's behind, we've got this big thing charged into it, and we've got that because ours comes with 4 USB ports. We'll leave a link to the description to get that if you want one of those. That is one of the best things you can have, because if you don't have something like that with you, you can only charge one thing the whole trip, and we all know that's not enough. So you also have some lights there and a hook to hang things there. And then down here, this is used for a little bit of storage, but this is also the steps to get up to the top bunk. So that is where I'll be climbing up to get up to the top bunk in a little bit. You do have a table here when you're not sitting. If you want to eat dinner in your room, you just pull that out like that, and these fold open. There's a checkerboard pattern in here, but I don't think checkers are included. But if you want to bring some, that is something you could definitely do. So I'm going to show you what the bunk looks like up here. To get it down, you just pull this little handle, and the whole thing comes right down. So this is my bunk, and all of the we keep all the sheets and stuff up there during the day, which is what it is right now. Now it is pretty tight up here, I will say that. So if one of you is claustrophobic, you're definitely want to have that person on the bottom level. And someone who doesn't mind tight spaces will need to be up here, because it is tighter than you might think. But I don't mind it. I'm not claustrophobic at all. Now the Superliner, on the wall here, there is no window either, which the Viewliner has the windows. I do love that feature, but this one doesn't. It does have a nice little net here, which you can keep. I keep my headphones, some snacks. I've got goldfish and water up there for later tonight. And then there's another pouch over here that you can keep your glasses and your phone in. Now, interesting thing about this one, I've been in a lot of these roomettes before, and every single time this air vent is facing the other way, so the air blows out this way. But every other time I've been in a roomette, the air is blowing this way onto the people, and it becomes such a problem that people would bring like duct tape and put it over here, which would be this side, to stop it from going. But on this one, they've switched it, so I don't know if this is like an upgrade or like a reimagined room, or just a mistake, but they have switched this, and now at night the air bounces off the wall and just kind of makes the whole room cool, and it doesn't blow right on the person that's on the top bunk. So that's actually really cool. Even though I don't mind being cold, I know that that's something that a lot of people have had a problem with in the past, so that is a big upgrade. And then we've got these harnesses here, and on this particular one also, they are pretty solid, like almost like a wall. Some of them, they're loose and they'll lay down like that, and you almost feel like it's not going to catch you, but it definitely will catch you. So that's it for this room. Oh, one other thing I did want to mention, you might have noticed, we have like, so this is my mattress here, this one, and then this is Allie's mattress, and it actually goes on the seats down there, but she thinks that these seats are so plush that she doesn't even need it. And these mattresses are pretty thin, so she's nice enough. She gives me her mattress, so I actually sleep with both mattresses up here, and she just puts the sheet on that bottom bunk. So if you have a little problem, if the person on top thinks it's a little bit too hard, that's also something you can do, but it does take away another extra 2 inches from your roof space, so that's something to keep in mind as well. Good morning. Slept pretty well, even though it was raining outside, and came down for breakfast. Both got the eggs. I got sausage, and Allie got bacon. So we're gonna dig in and get this eaten and get our day started right.
That's really good.
It's good with the bacon?
Mm-hmm. It's very good with bacon.
we are about an hour outside of Chicago now on the Empire Builder, and our train was supposed to get in at 3:55, and it is actually past 4 o'clock already. So we're going to get in about 5:30, which complicates things for us tonight because we had a car rental lined up. We're supposed to be going to South Dakota after this, and the car rental place closes at 5. And it was prepaid. So we had to call them up, and they were able to switch our car reservation to O'Hare. So we're going to get an Uber, go to O'Hare, pick up the car, and then get on the road back up towards Wisconsin. See how far we can get. We think we can maybe make it to Rochester, Minnesota. That's the goal. But this train is a little bit late. Some of the trains do run late. There's really nothing you can do about it. It was on time all day. And then just like 2 hours ago, we ran into some freight trains and they slowed us down by quite a bit. So keep that in mind if you are doing, close connections with your train ride to get a flight or a car rental or something. You really never know when they're going to be late. This is our 4th Amtrak train this month and the only one that's been late. So not too bad, and we're not going to lose anything out of it. We're just going to, it's going to take us a little bit longer, but we will get out there today, and it has been a great ride so far. So I wanted to give a quick little rundown of our experience with the staff on Amtrak, and we're on the Empire Builder right now, and the staff have been magnificent. They've been working together in tandem and just providing all the needs that we have. And I want to contrast that a little bit to some of the other trains we've been on the Coast Starlight. It was a little different. There were more passengers on that train, but if the staff, if the cabin attendant you get, or the people in the dining room, if you get really, really good ones, it can really impact your trip and your travel and the type of experience that you have on the train. So just like a flight attendant or a hotel clerk can make a big difference in your stay, or a waiter or a waitress at a restaurant, the same is true for this, because they are providing you with quite a bit of service. And we have really enjoyed the staff on this Empire Builder. Just wanted to say what a great experience it has been with them.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, once again, good evening. We're coming in to our final destination of downtown Chicago's Union Station. I'm going to ask that passengers getting on Amtrak 50 to start making your way downstairs. Your train will be right next to us.
All right, guys, had a great ride on the train. We took an Uber from Chicago Union Station to the Hyatt Regency, which is where I am right now. And we checked in, we booked, with using points, we booked a standard king size room. And when we got here to check in, because we have globalist status, they did upgrade us to a suite. You will not believe this room. I have to show it to you. So let's take a minute here and take a look at this room, guys. We've got this little counter here, which is kind of like a little kitchen area. This right here is a little fridge where we have the stuff. We've got a table here to sit and eat. We're probably not going to eat any meals here, but table for 4 right there. And then we have this nice console here with a TV and this little credenza thing here. These are all storage, by the way. So all this is storage area, which is crazy. And then sitting area here. We'll look at the view here in just a second. But this is tons of space. This is so crazy how big this is. There's more, guys. This is the bed area here. Really nice nightstand on both sides. Desk area there. Hello. The other thing that's a little bit unusually small is the bathroom for such a large room. This bathroom is actually teeny tiny. It's probably the size of like the regular standard rooms. Another huge TV right here. Pretty crazy. Again, like I said, the desk space here, but still look at all this room. And then over here, closet area, but also closet here. And these robes are unusual. We've not seen these before. They are like hoodies, like sweatshirt, which is kind of cool. So this is really quite the deal that they gave us here. Like I said, we used points to book this, and because we have the globalist status, they gave us the upgrade to the suite when we checked in. It comes with tons of perks. If you want more information on how you could do that, the card we used is linked down below in the description, so go check that out and get the information. And yeah, we're just really excited to be back in Chicago. We get to see our son, and we get to explore one of our favorite cities in the US. But before I go, I told you I was going to show you the view, and I totally forgot. You're probably like, where's this view she's talking about? Look at this gorgeous view. The river right here. You can see the tours here, the tour boats right there. This is the other tower to the Hyatt Regency. There's an east and a west tower, and this little bridge connects it. And actually, the lounge is up on the top here of this tower, but you can see all the iconic buildings here in the city and the water. It's a gorgeous view. Again, we're excited to be here and ready to explore. All right, a little birdie told me about this little spot here. It's near the Lincoln Park Zoo, and it's a boardwalk and like conservation area. You can walk around. Look at how beautiful the city is right here. It's kind of crazy as you're walking around, trees, birds chirping, but you're literally right in the middle of downtown Chicago. So gonna walk around here and explore. Going to go over to the zoo and see if we can see anything there and just kind of enjoy these beautiful views. Look at this. Wow. I just spotted a rhino. Look at this. I mean, it doesn't look big on the camera. It's ginormous. It's probably 10 times as large as I am. Look at that thing.
I think it always sends the signal.
Lots to see here at the park, the zoo, the boardwalk, and look at this garden area. This is over by the West Gate. Very pretty. Let's take a closer look. All right, guys, we heard that this Chicago Pizza and Oven Grinder restaurant is supposed to be really amazing now. We also heard it's so amazing that you have to make reservations. So I went online last night, made a reservation. We're here and we're ready to try it out. So we're super excited about checking this out because we always like trying out a pizza place when we're here in Chicago. And this one has some unusual pizza. So let's go check it out. I like it.
Homemade meatballs are on this side. Those are beef. Those are not spicy.
Okay.
Baked ham is rolled up here. Capicola ham over here. provolone and Swiss cheese and pepperoni on your side, and then there's salami and pepperoni on this side. Everything else is wrapped around, so you kind of just pick and choose what you like on there. And then all of our dressings are homemade too. So these are the two that we're most known for, the sour cream garlic and the sweet and sour poppy seed. And like I was mentioning, those two are really good to mix. They just complement each other really well.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Excellent. I'll bring it in.
Don't mess this up.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pop it on the empty plates over here. So what we do though is they bake it like that, so just like a little pot pie. So I'm just gonna flip that right over, loosen that dough up, and boom, that is the pizza. Only place I think you'll get something quite like it. And we do everything homemade. Like our sauce, we cook that down for about 9 hours during the day. You're okay if I split that, right?
Yeah, of course.
The dough too we make fresh. It's a triple raised Sicilian dough, so that just means they beat it down, let it rise 3 different times. And then even the cheese we use, it's a Wisconsin brick. We've been getting from the same farmer for the past 40 years, but definitely a one-of-a-kind pizza. So there you go. Oh, you bet.
Thanks so much.
Oh, you're welcome. I'll let you enjoy it. And anything else so right at the moment too? Or?
Good.
Oh my goodness, no, we couldn't be better.
Excellent. I'll be back to check on you though too.
Look at that. That's so cool. All right, guys, we just came out from the Chicago Pizza and Oven Grinder Company. Unbelievable. This food was phenomenal. Like I said, Chicago is known for its pizza, and they don't disappoint, I think, ever. I've never had a bad pizza here. So this place is amazing. Definitely check it out, and do not forget to bring cash, because they only accept cash, no cards. As a matter of fact, they have a little ATM right in the entrance when you come into the restaurant, just in case you didn't know or forgot your cash. But this place is amazing. Definitely check it out. We are here at the Museum of Science and Industry. We heard lots of great exhibits, so we're getting ready to go in. We got our tickets online, and we are going to be heading in. You come into the building here, going to go underneath and go in, and the museum is right there. So let's go take a look at what exhibits they have right now. And before we even get in and scan our tickets, we got this to check out. So let's take a closer look. The cool part is you don't actually need a ticket for this part of it. Looks like, let's see, this is right before you get to the ticket counter. So you can just kind of see the engine here. Zephyr's cab. Kind of learn about all the mechanics. Here's some more. That's kind of cool. I like it. And then we're in here. This one we can walk into. Working diesel engine. So this is the luggage area.
Working the nation's mail 24 hours a day, 7 days a week takes a lot of men.
So interesting little tidbit we just found out as we were reading about this train. It was dubbed the Silver Streak because it had the record from traveling from Denver to Chicago in just 13 hours, which is actually faster than you can do it on Amtrak right now. So kind of interesting, although these don't look like the most comfortable seats, but yeah, I think that's kind of interesting. This was the observation car. It's actually quite cool. Look at this. We're not actually moving. That's just a video out here to make it look like we're moving. But look at how interesting. Ashtrays on the train. Oh my. I think this is pretty cool. This actually kind of is reminiscent to me of the cars in the Via Rail. So that's pretty cool too. I think they have ones that still kind of like this and have the couches in the back. So that's pretty cool. I like this observation car. This is kind of trippy though when they have this video in the back. This is the coolest interactive train set I think I've seen in the whole world. So Metra just pulled up here and they got a little button here. It says help get it underway. So let's see if we can do it. I'm gonna hit it and let's see if we can get it going. Not yet. It's still picking up passengers. You can see all the other trains going by. Cargo. There it goes.
The train set here has day and night modes, and they have just entered night mode, so let's see what that looks like.
Here comes the Amtrak train. There it is. You see the observation car. This is so cool, and there's a lot of little cute funny things in here. One of them is actually still accurate today. These people are out here picketing for high-speed rail now. Check this out, by Union Station.
Alright guys, we are here on the Mag Mile, and there is a Stan's Donut right over my shoulder here. So we're gonna hop in there, pick up some donuts, hoping they have the Biscoff donut, take that back to the hotel room and give it a try.
I'm not gonna lie, it's always a good day when you can grab some Stan's Donuts. We got 4 different ones, and then I also got a strawberry matcha oat milk latte. I think those are all the words. As you can see, I've already enjoyed quite a bit of the walk back to the hotel room from Stan's. So I'm gonna try the donuts out. So we got 4 different ones. And a couple of them we've had before, and a couple of them are new because they're seasonal. So this one we've had before. It is a Biscoff, and if you don't know what Biscoff is, then you probably have never flown Delta, because Biscoff is those cookies. I don't know what you call them, but this is so good, and it's got the cream, like the Biscoff cream inside, and then it's glazed. And let me tell you, the dough at Stan's is unbelievable, so good. And then got the Stan's, Lake Stan's Stand croissant, and that is just basically straight sugar, not cinnamon sugar, but sugar. And then this one is a seasonal one. It's apple cider, and I'm pretty sure Rob is gonna want most of that. I won't take a bite out of it. And then this one is a birthday cake. Look at how fun and festive that looks. That one looks good. So I think I'm going to take a bite of this croissant one, which is probably going to leave the biggest mess on my face. So let me get a napkin. and try it out. Let's see. It has cream inside. I guess I didn't realize that. We've never gotten this one before, but that is really good. It's like a vanilla cream. So Stan's Donuts, big pink sign as you saw. Definitely grab some for a little fun food here in Chicago. We're gonna hop on the California Zephyr, and that's gonna take us all the way across to Emeryville, California. All right, we are boarded on the California Zephyr. We're upstairs in room number 2, and we are excited to be taking off from Chicago here. We'll give you guys a tour here in just a little bit. Okay, this is our very first fresh air break. We are in Galesburg, Illinois, just a few hours from having left Chicago on the California Zephyr. We also, before we got off the train, we ordered our dinner because we're gonna eat in our train car tonight in our room. So I'm excited about that, looking forward to dinner.
Iowa is the next stop. It is a crew change stop, so you get a little bit more time here, and you stop here both directions. So this is a famous stop because this is a stop that Radar O'Reilly is from on a certain TV show. If you know what show that is, leave me a comment down below that you know it. Fun fact, Allie has never seen a single episode of that show, so let her know if she needs to watch that. But we're here in Ottumwa. This is going to be our last time to get off the train before we get to Nebraska, I think, in a little while. So we're enjoying that. A little fresh air, and we're going to hop back on, get the bed set up, because even though it looks light out, it is getting pretty late. It is about 11:30 at night, and end of day 1 is here. Allie is already asleep, and I'm about to go to bed. I think everyone in our car is asleep. Don't hear any noise, but tomorrow is the big day, so everyone's sleeping because we get to Denver at 7 a.m. tomorrow. And once we leave there at about 8 o'clock, that's when the beautiful scenery starts. We go through all the canyons of Colorado, so I'm about to go to sleep so I can be up for that. So lights out and good night. have pulled into Denver. It is 7:30 in the morning, and this is a little bit longer stop always. We're here till 8:05, so we got about 35 minutes here. So we're gonna stretch our legs, walk around, and get prepared, because after this, we're heading into the gorges of Colorado, and it's gonna be the most beautiful section of railroad track in the United States. So we're super excited for that. Get over there and see what that looks like today.
So we've made a stop here in Glenwood Springs after all the pretty stuff, unloading and loading some people here. So we came out here. It's another fresh air break, and it's always good to enjoy. However, I'm wearing this cardigan. Should have worn my jacket. It's a little bit cool out here, but it is nice to get the fresh air.
While we're here in Glenwood Springs, wanted to update you on what the price of this trip was. That's a big question people always have. And we paid $563 for this 3-day, 2-night trip in a roomette. And the way we got that price was we booked really early, at least 6 months ahead of time, and we had a companion coupon that we had previously, so that knocked the price down a little bit further. And so that's what we paid, $563. That's about as good as you're gonna get. I don't think I've ever seen this cheaper, even during the buy one get one sale. So Yeah, my advice to you, if you want to get a good price, just book as early as possible.
All right, we're here in Grand Junction. We've got a crew change going on, all kinds of fun activities. There is a little store over here over my shoulder where you can buy snacks, sandwiches, salads, sundry items, anything like that. This is a good stop for that. Little stretch of your legs and nice time to get off the train.
And when you do stop here, if you don't need to go to the store, you can check out this old train station behind us here.
Grand Union, what's it say? Grand Union Depot. Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. It is.
It's cool. It'd be amazing if they restored that. That's a beautiful building.
Yeah, it's really cool to check out. So that's something to look at if you don't need to shop. All right, dinner in Utah. Started off really well. I had the tamale. Now I'm having this flat iron steak. I got it cooked medium tonight, which is under all that sauce you really can't see, but let's see how it is. Very good. That's a good steak. I'm glad that everyone at my table got the same thing I did, so they won't try to take any of mine tonight.
Okay, so Rob got the flat iron steak with the baked potato. I got it with the polenta, because I always like to be different than Rob. So let's try it out. Oh my goodness. The polenta is so creamy. And I think it's got cheese in it. It might be like cheddar polenta or something, but ooh, that is good. Yum, yum. Okay, we woke up here last day, arrival day. We are in Reno, Nevada for a fresh air break. Walking around the platform here for just a few minutes. We'll get back on, continue to enjoy the views through Nevada and into, we'll be going over Donner Pass today as well. So there's still good views today to look at. So make sure to stay here because I've got some great views of Donner Pass coming up soon.
We were so close to getting in on time, and as you heard, we've been blocked by freight trains just a few hours outside of Emeryville. We were actually scheduled to get in 42 minutes early, but now there is a freight train ahead of us that has the crew of it can no longer work, so they're waiting on a new crew to arrive. So we're gonna actually go in reverse to the last station, get on some different tracks, and then try to go forward. So we have switched seats. Sally is now in my seat over there, so she'll be facing forwards as we go backwards.
Well, we had a little bit of a delay, as you heard Rob telling you, but we did make it to Sacramento. We got just a couple minutes here, so we're gonna do a quick lap around the platform, jump back up on the train, and we'll be ready to roll into Emeryville in about an hour-ish, I think. All right, that's it. We are here at Emeryville, California. Made it all the way from Chicago. came through snowy Colorado, and we are here. Although it is sunny, it is a smidge cool, but not enough that I need a jacket. We enjoyed our trip. We hope you enjoyed coming along with you guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give us a like. We'll see you on the rails.